Hello guys, what's up? So today is gagawa tayo ng test from DLM21 and DLV22. Both from darkFlash. Titignan kasi natin yung pagka-unique ng orientation ng DLV22 kung malaki yung epekto niya sa temperature, especially syempre sa airflow ng case. So ko-compare natin siya sa dark flash case din na DLM21. Yan yung typical design ng orientation ng mga case even in other brand. So titingnan natin yung comparison nilang dalawa. And then they are both mesh type, so fair silang dalawa when compared sa airflow. And then sa intakes, we will have 3 120mm, and then from exhaust to 120mm fan. Tapos ang gagamitin nating processor is i3 9100F, and then our graphics card is from Zotac 1650 Super. And then ko-compare din natin yung stock cooler ng Intel and then yung Cooler Master T20. Titignan natin kung may difference ba yung budget tower cooler compared sa stock, and then kung malaki ba yung may tutulong niya sa pagbawas sa temperature, especially sa ating processor. And also ang gagamitin nating pang stress test is yung Heaven from Unigine. So gusto na kasi natin yung close sa gaming, that's why Heaven benchmarking yung gagawin natin para makita natin yung kung ano ba yung magiging epekto ng temperature from both cases kapag nare-reach na yung maximum temperature ng graphics card. So titingnan natin kung malaki ba yung epekto niya sa CPU, sa processor from DLM21 and then DLV22. So yan, simulan na natin. First in our test is the darkFlash DLV22. Yan. And using the Cooler Master T20. Okay, so ito yung MSI Afterburner and then Heaven benchmark. So wala muna tayong overclocking na gagawin, and then ito yung fan curve. So you can see. So we will have the 40 and 40 degrees, and then 35% power cycle, and then from 60 degrees temperature we got 60% fan speed, and from 70 we got 80, and then 80 we got 100. So yun ang ating fan curve. And about sa fan curve ng processor, default siya, so wala tayong ginalaw doon. Okay, so ito yung settings ng Heaven. So DirectX 11, okay na yan since most of the game naman is running in DirectX 11. And then quality, max out natin. Tessellation, extreme, stereo, just disable it. Multi-monitor, disabled. Anti-aliasing, okay. Max, tapos huwag natin i-full screen. So, and then we will run it on 1080p. So, let's start. Okay, so yun yung GPU temperature natin, and then percentage usage rather, and then FPS, CPU temperature, and then CPU usage. So, hahayaan lang natin siya mag-run ng around 10 minutes. So, pwede na siguro yon. Then, babalikan natin. We will record the temperature na maximum. So, yan. We will running on 1650 Super. And our processor is i3 9100F. So, we're almost in 10 minutes. And, as you can see, our GPU load is on 100%, and meanwhile our CPU is playing around 40%. So ito na yung ating temperature sa GPU. Kita nyo naman, nag-akyat siya ng ganyan, and then it stables around 74 degrees. And then let's check the GPU, or rather CPU temperature. So it plays around 54 at minimum, and then 57, 58 at maximum. So let's average it like 55. So 74 in GPU and 55 in CPU. And wag nyo na siya i-write down. Gagawin ko na lang siya ng result later sa video. So next natin is yung stock cooler ng Intel. Ito yung stock cooler ng processor, and by the way, I'm using Arctic MX4 thermal paste, thermal compound, para to make sure na all of the test is pare-para sila ng paste na ginagamit. Here's the stock cooler, and same settings, ultra, extreme, ×8, 1080p. So let's run. And then we will be back. Let's wait a little longer, 15 minutes. Okay, so later then. 15 minutes mark, and you can see clearly how big is the difference nung may Cooler Master T20 versus sa stock. So sa DLV case 22, DLV22, even a budget tower cooler, malaki ang epekto. So in our GPU temperature, it stables at 75. So from previous like 74, and then our CPU, so it plays around minimum at 63, and then maximum of I think average is 63. So ganun kalaki yung difference from the stock. So Stig, I'm quite surprised. So try na natin yung setup from DLM21 case naman. It's time for darkFlash DLM21 and then using stock cooler. Ayan. So same setup. So run na natin. So I'll just let it run for 15 minutes again. Almost in 15 minutes mark. So yan ang ating temperature. So our GPU from stock cooler around 74, I guess. Yeah, 74, 73. And then our CPU temperature is minimum of 66 and then maximum of 69, I guess, or 70. So 66 to 70, I think the average is 67 or 68. So yun. The next na natin is yung Cooler Master T20 sa DLM21 case. So that's our next. Okay guys, so here, ito na yung ating Cooler Master T20 and I've been using it for quite a while now, several minutes. Then ito, test na natin, same settings, ultra extreme times 8 1080p. So let's run. Then as usual, i-run natin siya ng 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so para malaman natin yung result later. So I'll be back in a bit. Past 10 minutes mark and here's our result. So in our GPU, it's stable on 73 degrees. Oh, 74. Oh, back to 73. So back and forth in 73 and 74. And in our GPU, there you go. So minimum of 52, then maximum of 56, 55. So let's say an average of 54. So that's a huge increase. Pagbaba sa temperature in our processor. Mas maganda yon. Here's our graph from DLV22 against DLM21 case, and using stock cooler and Cooler Master T20, and also our GPU temp plays around 74 degrees on all tests. And clearly, kung makikita nyo, malaki yung binaba ng temperature from stock cooler to using Cooler Master T20. So kung tatanungin nyo kung worth it ba bumili ng mga budget tower cooler, I guess kung hindi naman kayo mag-overclock, tapos gusto nyo lang medyo mabawasan ng konti yung temperature ng processor nyo, it is nice to have. Kung mapapansin nyo, from DLV22, from 63 degrees, nag-down siya to 55 using Cooler Master T20. Then, sa DLM21 case naman is from 67 down to 54. So, malaki yung binaba ng temperature. And also, I'm quite surprised kasi sa performance ng stock cooler using DLV22 tsaka sa DLM21. So, medyo malaki na onte yung difference nila using stock cooler. I don't know kung how that happened. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo yung orientation ng DLV22, so naka horizontally yung place ng motherboard, so natatakpan siya ng graphics card. So, well, I'm just surprised na ganyan yung result niya. So, by the way, it may vary, depends on your graphics card and your processor and also your cooler, kung anong gagamitin nyo sa result na yan. But in our test on that specific components, yan ang makukuha nating result. And that's it, guys. I hope you find this video helpful, and till next time again, bye bye.